Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing real good. But anyway, today I just came to talk to y'all about like the coronavirus and just basically just the whole my opinion on it. And even though nobody asked me what my 2 cents were, I'm gonna put them in there, you know. But anyway, like, it's just gonna be the fear of the coronavirus and like how we can get over that and all. Y'all will get to see what I'm saying, like, as I get into it. But basically, like, so many people are scared to come out of their house, and it's just sad. So, like, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying so many people, and especially when they say like church and stuff. Like, I know that at the beginning, like, they were saying you couldn't go here, you know, you couldn't go there when there was a funeral. It could only be this amount of people at the funeral. Like, that's understandable, but they never said that we couldn't go to the church. And like I always said, well, they might say that. No disrespect to the government, anybody like that. Nothing like that. But I feel like this, with that being said, I have to make up my mind. I have to make up my mind and what... Ooh, excuse me. Oh, no, baby. What is you doing, baby? No, but I said I had to make up my mind and what I wanted to... You know, we have to make up our mind on what we want to do. Do we want to be scared of it, you know, running from it the rest of this time, all these months, or do we want to finally, you know, do something? Now, like, when I say that, I mean, like, they never said, but you have some people, let me just get straight on to it. And really, y'all, my intention is I'm not trying to offend anybody, hurt anybody, nothing like that. When I say all this, I just want y'all to see where I'm coming from, you know, and why we shouldn't be scared of it. Yes, I know it's deadly and I know it can kill people. But with that being said, like, life still goes on without this or without it being here. Like, I know how bad this sounds, but like, I could get hit by a car today or tomorrow, or I could get hit by a bus, a train, whatever. I could get in a car accident, you know. I could get in a plane crash. All that is a big factor to it, you know, and I know how bad that sounds, but I'm saying people are still dying from other stuff that's unrelated to the COVID, and I'm not trying to downplay it at all. I mean, I had family members in my family get it, so I'm sure not, and I know what they went through. I might have not gone through it myself, but I sure know that they were struggling, but God is good because he helped them through it, and they're doing much better now. So, you know, hey, but the point, this is taking me a while. The point I'm trying to get to is like, you have people in their house and they'll just be saying, well, I need to make it to my birthday. I need to make it to Thanksgiving. I need to make it to Christmas. All these holidays are very important, but we haven't even made it to that yet. That's how I see it. There's nothing wrong with looking forward to it, but I feel like it's Christmas every day. Because as long as we can wake up, that's Christmas enough. And like I said, as long as I have my family, that is Christmas enough to me. Because what happened, I never would have thought would have happened. Especially with time going on 6 years later. Like, if you see somebody go through something once, and then you have to see them go through something again, and it's totally unrelated to the first thing that happened to them. It's like, wow, you know, where is this coming from? But that's what I'm saying. Like, life happens, you know. So, with that being said, like, you know, with my dad, then like he said, and I'm not trying to put all my business out here, but like he got up in church and preached it, and like I told my mama, I said, it's something where, I said, he tells my story all the time. He tells Austin's story all the time. I said, and if he was gone, I would tell his story, and I hope that Austin would tell his story, and I hope that you would tell his story. Because a story is a story, and it's about how you tell that story. Amen? But with that being said, about the story, like what happened to him, that was a complete shocker. We never would have thought nothing like that was going to come up. Especially, man, like how I want to, like, especially if you have to go through a surgery and they have to, I'm not trying to be graphic here, y'all, but when you go through something and they have to open a rib up and they have to crack it open, to be able to do the procedure versus you choking on blood and dying. That's why I say, like, but it's sad because you have people that think, well, if something happened to you twice, that means that there's something that you did. No, stuff just comes up on people. This is how it goes sometimes, like me. As far as I know, I'm healthy, but I could have something wrong with me. Just like my family, they could, that we don't even know about, and something could happen to them. So, I feel like that, or either people will say, they'll say that, or either they'll be like, you can't even post food because they'll be like, oh, I hope you're not eating all that. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with worrying about a person, but be careful on how you deliver it. And I'm not trying to lecture nobody, tell nobody, because I'm not nobody's mama. I'm just saying it hurts me when I have to see that. And I know that don't mean no harm. Like, I know that, but some people can truly mean some stuff, and we say, oh, they didn't, but they truly just the way they say it. So I know, and what God said to him, I was like, ooh, now that was cutting up. What this person said, they shouldn't have never even said that, but God bless them. And I don't mean that for real. If that's how they choose to be, hey, because, but if it happened to them, it'd be a whole nother situation. So, you have people like that, and you have people that say, well, I'm just scared. And like he said he's scared. And, and I understand, and I'm not trying to laugh because it's not funny, but I'm just saying he said like he was scared. And I can truly understand. I could understand what he means when he said that he was scared. Because when you know that you done already went through something, and then with that going on, like he actually caught the pneumonia from the bacteria in his stomach with that going on. So, that's a part of it too. But so yeah, y'all, like, with that being said, and like, and he said he was scared, and I think he is, to have to go through that twice. I mean, my dad's been through a lot ever since I can remember, like, even being younger, like having to get his heart restarted once, and then, his chest heart was beating too fast one time, and then one day he fell on the ice, got a concussion. So he's been through a lot. So that's why I say, stuff like that can just happen to people. But really, the main point I want to get to is with all this going on, like, we can only do what we can do for this whole coronavirus. Like, just wear the mask. Like, it's not gonna kill us just to wear it for however long that we need to wear it for, if we know that we're trying to protect other people, and especially if we know that we don't want to bring something back to our sick family member. That's really why I think just we should wear it, period, and too, because the government is telling us to. So really with that, but like, but some people say, oh, I don't want to do that because this and that. Now, the hand sanitizer is not bad. Like, I use that like I'm washing my hands. It's a habit. It was all cool back then when we used to wear it put it on in middle school because it had a little scent and all that, But, it's a habit for me. So and then I ended up breaking out on my face because I use it, and then I touch my face. So I have to be careful with that, and I want y'all to be careful too, because it's hard trying to get rid of that breakout. And then, like, gloves, I have nothing against, the gloves, but I just feel like some people will wear the gloves and then they'll go to the store, and I feel like with that, like, we don't know who's touching the stuff, and with the gloves, by the time you touch one thing, you done already touched something else. And when we go in the store, by that time, you already done touched the basket, then had to get the wipe. So you can only do what you can do there. Let me see, what else? Face shields. Yeah, that's good too. And I like the mask where you can pull it up like this and it's right here. I like those. So yeah, y'all, like, I was just saying, like, just wear it. And, like, people will come up with excuses of why they can't go to church. And, like, I mean, it's just, like, we go just an hour or so, we're not even there that long, because really, like, we don't have that many people where we necessarily have to wear one. That somebody comes in there and they want us to, then sure. Or if, like they just came to town and they've been somewhere else, then we'll put ours on, especially, but, people will make up reasons, oh, I can't go to church for this, I can't go for that. But we have to remember, like Mother Rich said, my grandma said yesterday, she said, if I can walk, I can come in here and worship. And I said, I know that's right. And she was telling the truth. And she's blessed. Like, for her age, she's really blessed to make it that long. But like, that's really all it is to it. But people will make up any excuse of why they. Now, yes, I understand that if it's a church with a lot of people, that's understandable. But to the ones where they come and it's just maybe 8 of y'all, I mean, they can come on. Because the main ones that say that, I'm not trying to cap. I'm not trying to get on nobody's cap. So if anybody gets offended, I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly sorry. That's not my intention. I'm not trying to do that. Because I know some people will say, like, I came to get encouraged and they tore me down. I'm not trying to tear anybody down. It's nothing but positivity on here. And that's all it's ever going to be, So, hey. So, I mean, they'll say any excuse of just why they can't go. And it's like this. The Lord woke you up. He didn't have to wake you up, but he did. A lot of us take that for granted that, we were here this morning. And it's not the alarm that woke us up, because when we set that alarm, when we sit there, a lot of times we sleep past that. And if we sleep past that, hey, that phone's still sitting there. When that alarm goes off, what are we doing? We're still sitting there. So, So, yeah, y'all, I'm going to try to hurry up before my camera cuts off, because yesterday it just kept cutting off. And so, anyway, like I was saying, like, we're just saying, like, I just think that people should just go on into the church, because people are outside more now, and it's getting cold, and people aren't going to want to be, sitting out there running up the heat in the car, and I just feel like they should anyway, because we pass by churches and you see people closer than 6 feet, they be right up on each other, sitting there singing and everything. So, I mean, I feel like just going in there, and too, I mean, if we can walk, we should, because I feel like we're not, my house is right here, but it's different because it's God's house, and I feel like we don't want to be disrespectful to God and be like, well, I can't go in your house because of fear. He wants us to have a sound mind, and that means he wants us to be able to think about things and not be scared, so that way when we have that sound mind and we have him, we can get through the troubles of life and not have to be scared, because that's what the devil wants right now, because he knows that if he can break up your house and all that and have people acting the way that they're acting now, then he's got you, and that's very true, because That's what he wants, to break that up, because he know that the longer he can keep people from the church, the more happy he'll be. And he knows that if they go from the COVID or go from whatever, he got their soul if they not saved. A lot of people say that, and that's where I think a lot of people think Christian people be getting on, and they be like, well, if you don't know, some of them, I never heard this, but I know some of them probably be like, if you don't know the Lord, you going to hell. I'm not going to say that, but I'm just going to say, if you don't know him, that's where you go to, because he gave you all the time here. But if you don't take advantage of that time, and you do what you want to do, and not listen to him, not listen to your parents, your days will be shortened. And that's not me saying that, that's in the Bible. And like something else that a lot of people do is they say, well, ooh, I can't go to that church. I can't go there on Sunday because this and that. I can't go there. You won't see them there. But on Facebook, you will sure see them up in the morning time when most people are asleep. And if you don't see them then you will most definitely see them at somebody's celebration of something. Whether it's a birthday party, funeral, wedding, whatever it is. And speaking of wedding, I'm excited to go to my cousin's wedding. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited for my family. So... And I love my cousins, and I'm going down there to the wedding. And I know it's like, well, if you go down there and you get it, this and this and that, if you catch it, And yes, I know that I'm telling y'all don't be scared, but I know a lot of people do this. They say, well, the pastor said, I see this on Facebook, a pastor or bishop or whoever said this, don't be scared of it. Then they got it, and they see it as like that's what no, we're not saying that, and I'm saying we're, because me too included. I'm not saying that for people to be like, see, that's what no, I'm telling y'all, I don't want y'all to be scared, because that's what the devil is feeding off of. He wants people in fear in their houses, not coming out their house. That's what he wants. Now, either we can be scared and live in that house for the rest of these months that we don't even know how long it is, or we can get on up and go on down to the church. And I don't know about y'all, but I go to that church every Sunday. Not because I have to, but I go on because I'm trying to be blessed. And I want the Lord to bless me. And that's part of it too. Like when people don't do that, like, yes, you can pray, you can read the Bible at home, but that's at your home. When it's God's home, that's a big difference, because my home here is temporary. That house right there, that's temporary. But when I get to heaven, that's eternal. So if I want that to be eternal, I have to do what I have to do eternally here to make my soul go up there. But if I keep being scared and, sinning and not doing what I want to do, then I won't get there and be up there eternally, because I didn't take advantage of what I could here, and I sat here scared every single day of my life, and I don't want that. And I'm saying every day because that's what people are doing. And get this, y'all, like the mask and all that, we wear it, and we just do what we can do. And people put on their gloves. Oh, that's what I was saying. Nothing bad on gloves. But by the time you touch something, you done already touched something else. And that's a lot of it too. If you don't see them there, they might not be down at the party, hey, dancing down at the party, but you sure will see them down at that party, sitting right there among people, congregating with the people, talking at the table with the people, with the present for that person's birthday, which they have touched, which you don't know where these people have been at. But get this, y'all, they say, oh, we family. I can't go to that church on Sunday because I don't know what they got up in there. It might be COVID in there. It might be COVID in here, but you don't know if it's COVID in there. You don't know, because we don't know what these people have. That's what I'm saying. We don't know, so we may as well go on and live our life right and live our life as we can every single day, like we need to get to heaven. Now, yes, I know I'm saying that, and yes, it is a personal relationship. Like I love my mama and my daddy and my brother and all my family. It is a personal relationship. That's what I'm saying. But they say, oh, but I can't go up in there. You know, ooh, I can't. No, but even after you do all that you do and you say we have hand sanitizer, we got gloves, we got this, we got that, they still don't show up. Why? I don't know. But that's between them and God. So that's what I'm saying. Like they say, oh, but I can't. But you, or either this one, y'all know what happens when we go to funerals. Where is that funeral at? It's either in a church or either it's in the funeral home. But you will see them at that funeral. You'll see them at that funeral with that mask on. And get this, I'm going to go back to it. Get this, y'all. But a few months ago, y'all remember when they said only 10 people at the funeral? When it's that funeral, it's only 10 people. Basically, family. So get this. And this is the example I'm going to use because it's y'all going to see where I'm coming from. If my dad had left on, we would have, because people know my dad, they know my aunt, they know my mama, they know my uncles, they knew my grandpa, my grandma. So basically, if my dad would have went on, you would have seen people in there that have not been around anytime soon up in that church saying, oh, we didn't know Pastor died. You know, we didn't know he went on. We didn't know this. We didn't know that. And they were being there with that mask on, sitting right up there under you, trying to be at the funeral with this change going on. But had it not been, they couldn't have gone. So they would have had to take what they remembered of that person and went on. But since it's changed, you will see them at that funeral with that mask on. Now, some of them, they will be there for you. And some that have not been, it's like you have to go. Not to be funny, but you will tell family what you went through. And you will see how they care about you. Some of them will show you right then, I don't care. And that's fine. If they choose to be like that, okay, we just going to cut y'all off. But that's one right there. And you know, we would have had people coming up in there saying, oh, but you know, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. No, you have to go. Because you know, and if it wasn't a body there, it most definitely wouldn't have been pictures of him. And that's a very tough time. But thank God that my dad is sitting here today living, so we didn't have to worry about none of that. We might have had to worry about that 6 years ago. But because of God, we don't have to. We're not calling on nobody else but him because we know that was him. It wasn't nobody else that could have had the power to do that. The devil didn't want to see him make it, and he sure didn't want to see him make it now, and that's what the devil wants. He don't want to see y'all make it. He wants y'all to go on so y'all soul will be lost. But don't let y'all soul be lost, because that's what he wants. You know, ooh, y'all, I be getting hyped up. But that's what I'm saying. You will have people coming in there when you go on saying, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. Ooh, but they'll be in there. And that's a shame. It shouldn't come to somebody dying to show up at the funeral. It shouldn't even come anywhere close to that. It should be that you show that person then. And that's why I said I'm going to my cousin's wedding. Because I love my cousins. And I know this is going on, but I'm going to go see them and I'm going to go down there and I'm going to have fun. Yeah, I will. Because it's like, I don't want to not, because that's my family. I'm going to come through for my family anytime. You know, that's just how I am. I'm going to be there for them because I know they will be there for me and I love them. So, you know, I'm excited for them and congratulations, you know, cousins. But you know, I'm going to be down there. And so, no, I'm not going to worry about anything like that because I'm down there with family. And especially being down there with family, like I'm going to enjoy myself, you know. And I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't go down there because, you know, this and that. I've been to church. I done been to everywhere else. And that's the thing. Oh, y'all, I almost forgot. That's the main, like, but people say I can't go here and I can't go there. But if you go into the store and back home, You have to go somewhere. You can't just stay in the house all your life. That's what I'm, not all, but I think y'all know what I'm saying, like all these months. I mean, you can, but it'll mess with you psychologically because you're only allowing yourself to go here and there. When you go to the store, you can't get the power of God at the store. You know, I'm not saying that you can't get saved, but I'm saying certain stuff that we can do in the church, we cannot do at home and get the same happiness from it or what we need from it, because we're actually going down to God's house. We're not coming to our house, and that's where we get it from. Like, we get what we need down there. Yes, and I have everything I need in the house right now, but it's different when I walk through them doors. And if, like Mother Rich said, if I can walk, I can praise the Lord. And she's right. If you can walk, you can, because you don't ever know when that's going to get taken from you. So, but some just say, and they'll just stay in the house, lose weight. Because, and I understand some people are saying that God is coming this year, and they said we don't know the hour, the time, and we don't. But I'm saying we can't sit here and be fearful all this time, because it's not going to help us out. Because at that point, who are we looking for to help us? We might look to God, but are we really? I mean, if we're sitting here scared, we're scared, but God was not scared when he woke us up this morning. He was not scared because that was him who woke us up. Now, if he woke me up, I'm going to get down to that church and go praise the Lord, because he kept me here for a reason. So I'm going to definitely go down there and praise the Lord. He kept my brother here for a reason. So he should definitely go down to that church and praise the Lord. He kept my dad here many times. So my dad goes down there and praises the Lord. My mama is here, so she goes down there. My family. And something else with my dad too, y'all, like he sat there on that hospital bed dead for 9 minutes. 9 minutes he laid there dead. Didn't know it. Did not know it. And y'all, this is some true stuff. He laid there dead 9 minutes before they could get a heartbeat and got his heart started again. That's what I'm saying. It's miracle. We miracles over here, because usually if something happened to the parent, it might not happen to the kid. But this is just a different type of story. So some might wonder, why him or why me? I don't know, but it's a whole bunch of other miracles. But I want them to be able to tell their story and go to the church and tell their story, because you can't forget where God brought you from or helped you out of, and the people that helped you. And God really helped my family too, And what was I gonna say? And like my uncle and auntie, they really came through for us too. Like, they helped us out during all that. And I really appreciate them for that, because a person doesn't have to do what they do for you, but he did, because my uncle got a good heart, and my auntie do too, to do that. So, they really are a blessing. I can't talk. They really are a blessing, but I really did appreciate them, especially because they went through it too. They went through a battle themselves. So to even do that, like, God bless them for real. That's what I'm saying. And like the other day, I went to family's house, and I was sitting there playing hide and seek, running, acting like a kid, playing, spinning around, just having fun with family. Like, I wasn't going to be like, oh, I got to put this mask on to have, no, that was family. So I'm not even going to do that. And I'm just going to enjoy my life, because that's what God wants. He wants us to enjoy our life and live right and do what we need to do. But if we have fear, that's what the devil wants. And he's not going to get that fear out of me. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come in a positive way to tell y'all I don't want y'all scared. I'm telling y'all, because the devil has many ways of showing up to people, and that's what he wants to do now. He wants to break up houses. And I know some people are going through it now, but just wait, y'all. It's gonna get better because he has a plan for y'all. But y'all just have to pray about it and see and ask him what he has for y'all and how to get through these issues, and y'all will. But that's, and I will be probably doing, no promises, but I probably will be doing a video with my grandma as soon as I get over there, and she'll help me add on to it. Like, I'll do this one, but I'll do a separate one with her, you know, to get her input on it. So that's really what I want y'all to know. Like, just live and enjoy your life, live right, live for God, you know, and just don't be scared, you know, because, and really, we don't know where it is. Like, you can't see God. You can't. They say a second wave. The news people say something every single day, like something different. The only one that truly knows is God. So, you know, they say that, but he knows. So that's what I'm saying. People see this and they get so scared about it. Like, put your trust in him. Because if you put your trust in the news people, then they can lead you the wrong way, because sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not right. So they say second wave, it might just be a second wave of Jesus trying to help us out, you know, so we get all we need to get right. And I know some people think that the world is going to end. Now, yes, I will say this. I don't believe that God left me here, my dad here, my brother here just for, and my uncle and my auntie here just for it to be over. Now, yes, it might be, but I don't know. I don't know. But they say it might be, but we still can't live in fear, you know, because we don't know, but we just have to make sure that we're right. And it's kind of like, with that being said, people think that, but what happens when we don't get our way? What do? We have to keep going on. So if he don't come this year, what do we have to do? We have to keep going on. You know, so really, and that's just, you know, people think that, but it's like we truly don't know. And guess, with all of this going and happening, it very well could be, but just like it could be, God could change all of them people, and he can definitely change their heart, you know. So that's all I wanted to say, is don't be fearful. And, you know, when I get this video with my grandma, we'll kind of fix it up when I get with her. But anyway, I'm sorry for all the cutting. I know it's going to be a lot, but I'm sorry for all of that. But anyway, bye guys. Love you. And have a good night. Oh, and that's just, well, I thought. But no, I was just going to say, like, too, about the store. Like, oh, and then people, I thought I was done, but yeah, I'm not. But people that drive with a mask on, like, you know, no shade against them. Hey, if they want to, that's fine. But I feel like even with that, what you have could have already been on the mask, and, you know, you already done touched something when you went out, because the employees don't always have gloves, and there's no telling what they touch. When we get money from the fast food, we don't know what they touched, you know, so we don't know. And then really, with that being said, like, even like in people's purse and backpack, whatever we done already touched, like my mask is in there with it. If I were to go disinfecting, I feel like that's not going to help me, because whatever's on there is already on there. I mean, I could, but I don't need to be doing all that extra stuff, you know. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. But people sure will set you up. They will have a picture of you on that camera that you didn't even know, while they're out here saying, oh, but I can't go to that church. I can't go here. I can't go there. You know, I feel like we may as well go in, put the mask on, and do what we have to do. Now, yes, bigger churches, that's understandable. You know, why not, and why they have to do the way that they're doing. But if it's a small enough church, we can go on in. Because I sure don't want to be disrespectful to the Lord. You know, and I have to be getting rewrite with Jesus. That's what I call it. Getting rewrite with Jesus. Because, you know. But yes, and like sometimes I did go, you know, out without it. But that was a long while ago, and I'm still here. But, you know, my aunties and them doing good. You know, my dad went through that and caught a little of the pneumonia. He's over there now. He's still standing. And that's really something, to go through that. and to still be standing, it's like, wow. But that's why I say, the Lord is good, because he doesn't have to wake any of us up. It's because he touched us that we woke up. But I think a lot of people do take that for granted, as, oh, I woke up today. No, you didn't wake up. Just because my last name is Rich don't mean I just woke up because I'm Ashlyn Rich, and because that's my last name, I got a title. No, that was God. It wasn't me. I don't have the power. I'm another human like that. Keep coming to me, power. But yeah, I don't have the power like God. I'm just another human being, just like you, So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say, y'all. Just don't even be scared, because I'm telling y'all, that's what the devil wants. He wants y'all to be scared. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not done. But that's what, and see, I be getting hyped up again. That's what I wanted to say. Like, we're scared, but what if our car was the only thing that we had, and we didn't have no house to run to, while we're scared? What if we were homeless? Look at the homeless people. Some of them don't even have no home. They have to keep living every day and going on. They don't have time to be saying, I'm scared, because they don't have anywhere to go. But while we're in our house, don't take that for granted and say it's, I got it. No, thank the Lord every day for that house and that car, because what we have right now, somebody don't have. So, and what if the virus was in our house? Where would we have to run to? Or in our truck, just all around us, and all we had was the outside world. We'd be running to the outside, while most people can't go inside the church. But if it was in there, just an example, then where would we be running to? Outside. Then would we go to the church? I don't know. But I know that, like, people say they're scared for real, but the homeless people, and like even people that only have their car to live out of and no house, they're probably nervous, but if that's the only shelter that they have, that's the only shelter that they have, so to be scared in, so, and everything that we have in there for real is comfortable enough for us to live. But I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't want to stay crammed up in my house. Sometimes I just get bored in the house itself. Now, yeah, I got games and all of that, but sometimes it's good to just go out, and that's what I think we should do. Go on to the church and, go where we need to go. Because it's not a life to live if we're just sitting here nervous every single day, scared every single day. Because I was like, how are we going to do all of this? And I was the main one when they said, going back to school, how's this and that, but I'm finding out like it's not that bad, and I just feel like the online is to help us get ready for college. And also, like, you will see people on Facebook posting other churches when somebody in there gets the COVID, but we're not trying to make anybody go back or anything like that. Like, that's a choice. What else did I want to say? And it's like, when we go to school and we eat lunch, we're going to just eat, lunch. We got to take the mask off to eat. And I feel like we do that anyway. So, we can just do what we can. And even with that being said, like, something else I wanted to say was like, us growing up, like, we have to know how to deal with stuff because we look like towards our parent because they're a role model. And I know when I get grown, if I can't handle going through this, then it's like, how will I be able to handle something else in the future if it comes? I don't want my kids being like, oh, I'm, nervous, so if they show that they're not, all like, ooh, then, I'll be fine, and scared, but just like my dad said, he was scared, but like we just went out to eat, and it's like, you can only do what you can do, and we have to take the mask, down to eat and everything. So we do that, it'll all get straightened out. But like, he is, but you know, you can only do what you can do, and some places aren't always sanitary like they say they are. So I think this is to also get some places straight. So anyway, bye guys, love you. For real this time, I don't want to hold y'all up, but I love y'all, and I just had to get this whole video out. Ooh, this took some time, but that's alright. I wanted it to take time. I didn't want to rush it or anything like that. So anyway, bye guys. I really do love y'all. Peace.